Tech hoping to get back on top. And ironically, the last time we were in the Steel City, it was Steve Garland and Virginia who stole the show. Brock, when you look ahead to the ACC Championship, what a great day of wrestling. What's the storyline that you're going to be most dialed into to see how it unfolds?
Well, it's two storylines. The first one is, can NC State keep this great season going, or will they wear out when it gets to the end of the postseason? We want to see, are they going to be well rested? Are they going to be aggressive? Because they've had a great season so far. The second storyline that I'm interested in is the ACC. They are the second best wrestling conference. Will they wrestle? When I say will they, will all the teams perform like they should perform?
Gregg Harvey, who's been on a roll for Pittsburgh at 174. He's a redshirt junior, 13-7 this year, but he's 2-0 in ACC competition, fresh off an upset win last week over 14th-ranked Daniel Boulder. Beat Boulder 10-8, and the week before he handled Mason Eaglin, who's been the bright spot for Duke this year. He beat Eaglin by major decision. So Harvey, who is about as hard a worker as they come inside that wrestling room each and every day, is building some confidence, and that work ethic is really paying off.
Two things happened here. Beautiful ankle pick, but then there was a legal hold. What happened there is that he did what's an illegal trip. He used both of his feet to do a back trip, which is illegal, and that's why it's a 3-0 lead as opposed to a 2-0 lead. Good call by the officials.
Caution against Harvey.
Harvey's second straight year at 174. Started his career at 184, bumped down a weight a year ago, now more comfortable in this spot. He's hoping this is the year that he can capture his first NCAA tournament appearance. And the way he's wrestling, he might get it done. He's come up just short his previous two ACC championships to try to get the automatic spot or one of the at-large allotments handed down after.
We saw Harvey with an ankle pick earlier. When he was practicing yesterday, he was practicing with Coach Headley. And if you know Coach Headley, he's not the biggest of guys, but what Coach Headley said is that Harvey moves like a lightweight. He has good hands and quick feet, and we're seeing that on display right now.
I think when you look at these two guys, that they're very similar in their paths. As you see the arms get locked up, scooping up that right leg, coming around over the top. No points yet because you have Marcelli clinging to the left leg of Gregg Harvey. If Harvey can clear out that leg, then he's going to be in a position to maybe make some noise.
Or if he steps over a little more, he might put Marcelli in danger. But got the stalemate.
She says, I've seen enough, so back into the center we go. But you know, Marcelli is a big 74-pounder, and it took some work for him to get into this weight. Steve Garland, the redshirt freshman out of Ohio, Jackson High School. A 7th place finish at the Midlands this year. One of 3 Cavaliers in the strong showing at the Midlands, which is one of the more prestigious in-season tournaments that collegiate teams can compete in. Marcelli's going to have to figure out some defense from Gregg Harvey.
Right there, that's called a cutback. And that's illegal. When you jump up and then you put somebody's leg out like that, it's very dangerous. And not just dangerous, it's illegal.
Brock, how's that chair doing?
I don't know, but I saw that was bad.
Yeah, you were on that. If you had that official's whistle, that thing would have been blowing all the way up here.
I love this sport. I get into it.
Harvey with a 3-1 lead. Second period underway. Stand-up position, and he's away. Gregg Harvey, he's not flashy. He just brings the lunch pail each and every day, and he works. And it is all coming together for him. 4-1 lead on Marcelli. There's an inadvertent shot to the eye. Caught Harvey in the right eye. He's okay. Well, maybe. Readjust, get that vision cleared up. Take another look. It looked like the thumb grazed it.
The official has discretion there. They'll give you some seconds to get yourself together, but if it takes a little more than what they believe is enough just to blink a few times, then you can start it's not the riding time, the injury time.
You were talking about styles at the start of the broadcast, and what we've seen in the last couple of weights for Virginia, they are having a tough time finding their offense against these Pitt wrestlers. What's been the big reason from what you've seen so far, and what's being taught by Coach Gavin and Lean and Headley to make Pitt so tough to score on, especially in these middle weights?
In talking to Coach Gavin, he said he wants to have the identity of Pitt wrestling being good in all three positions. That's on your feet, on top, and neutral. So, and bottom as well. So what we want to do here is make sure that they continue to wrestle hard. And that's what they're doing right now. They're keeping their stance low. They look like they're in good shape. And they're not creating opportunities for Virginia to score.
Will be Marcelli's choice. He'll start down, so he'll look for the quick escape. Marcelli was an Ohio State champion a couple of years ago, a three-time Ohio State place winner. Really went through some tragedy a few years back. In August of 2015, his older brother Lucas, along with three of Lucas's friends from Case Western Reserve University, were just moments into what was supposed to be a 4-hour ride in a small charter plane when it crashed suddenly outside Willoughby, killing all four. And Victor Marcelli, in his first phone conversation with Steve Garland on the recruiting cycle, that was one of the things he brought up. Two brothers were so tight. There's a memorial tournament each and every year in honor of Lucas, and Garland just talked about the maturity of this young man. How he handled that tragedy, how he brings Lucas with him to each and every match he takes part in. Terrible, terrible tragedy.
Right, and that's what we respect about wrestlers, is that while they are human, they have the mental toughness unlike anyone that you could possibly need. So if you meet a wrestler, you know that they're going to go through adversity, and that's one of the great things that we're seeing right now with Victor Marcelli. He's still wrestling, even though he's hit tragedy, he's still competing.
Edge of that wrestling by Harvey, and he's able to get two, and he might get more. Marcelli in some trouble, able to straight back up. Right now, the two on the near fall will be awarded as they go back into a fresh start in the center. He knew exactly how much real estate he had to work with.
And it's called a pancake. Pop! Right there. Get the back points. And then once again, in wrestling, as long as one foot is in, wrestling continues to go. But we also saw that Coach Garland threw out the red brick for a challenge. So he's challenging something about what just happened with the reversal and near fall.
The takedown. We have blood time and a challenge for the takedown by Virginia. Play is under further review.
So they're challenging the takedown. So I'm interested to see at what point the brick came out to wonder when the takedown occurred.
What a job Steve Garland has done in Charlottesville. He has guided 11 All-Americans, 18 ACC individual titles throughout his 13 years. As we take another look and why the challenge brick from Garland.
So what's going to happen at this point is they're going to say, was control established at that point? And if at the point the brick came out and the call is overturned, then they're going to wave off not just the 2 points, but also the near fall. In my view, it's probably a 50-50. You just don't know what happens, and give credit to the officials. It's kind of a bang-bang type of call.
And this is a good challenge, I think, by Steve Garland. He knows this is a real pivotal match. And if Marcelli is going to have a shot, he can ill afford to give up those 4 points, what we just saw, 2 with the takedown, and then the continuation of action with 2 for the near fall. So I think this is a good gamble by Garland to try to see if he can get that takedown taken away. We're about to find out.
So the call was confirmed, 2-2.
Now it's a real steep uphill climb for Marcelli. It's about as steep as the road we took to get to the Fitzgerald tonight. It's a hill. We are high atop the hill here in the Steel City tonight. Inside a minute to go. Third period. Harvey in control for Pitt. 8-3.
Harvey needs to get a takedown quick and a ride out to work for. Looks like we may have a takedown here by Marcelli, but Harvey's wrestling tough here. Good shot here.
Marcelli was trying to drag him back in. The foot slipped free and back to the center on their feet again.
The Virginia staff was not happy about that because it looked like Harvey did a kick out and got out of bounds, which Coach Garland believes is an automatic stall call. And as a result, he got his warning.
Pittsburgh is going to keep it rolling. They're going to keep the foot on the gas as they continue to create separation tonight with their foes from Virginia. Another decision win for the Panthers. And Gregg Harvey remains perfect in ACC competition. It started with the ankle pick and then the edge of mat wrestling by the redshirt junior. Panthers rolling.